Why is it so hard to eliminate certain foods, especially high carb foods like gluten and dairy in particular? It seems really impossible to give these up. Well, it may be because when we break them down, it actually creates a morphine like substance. Let's dig into that today. Hey everyone, Dr. Priest here. And when we break down gluten and dairy within our intestine, what happens is it breaks down to a very short protein, and it is an opioid protein. Okay? The peptide is an actual opioid, just like fentanyl, just like morphine. And that's pretty crazy. So it's not that big of a deal if you're able to just digest and eliminate the dairy and gluten throughout your body. But what happens is a lot of people have loosening of these tight junctions in their intestine. And we need tight junctions in order to ensure that all the food, which is the green on this picture, all the food and drink, that it stays separate from the bloodstream, okay? These cells are supposed to allow us to filter things through and absorb the nutrition. But what happens is these tight junctions, which are marked by the red in these pictures, sometimes they can loosen up. They create some openings known as leaky gut syndrome, which is really common in the United States. And for anyone who's on a extremely highly processed diet, these loosen up. The proteins or the peptides that are opioid in nature will come through, and throughout the body, we have opioid receptors on pretty much every tissue within the body. Research is linking these gluten and dairy peptides, the opioid peptides from them, it's linking them to diabetes, heart disease, as well as a lot of brain conditions because there's receptors in all of these tissues. Overall, these chemicals produce a high and inflammatory effect throughout the body, so that is not a good thing. This is why it all comes back to keeping the gut flora in line, keeping a healthy gut so that we're not getting absorption of some of these substances, because when they creep in, they start to cause disease. But another consideration is the fact that this could be the reason why it's so hard to quit some of these things. You're getting that pleasurable response over and over, so it can become extra addicting because of that. It's pretty wild. Here's the source for all that information, the study that I just went through. Hope you learned something today.